traveling to Japan is an amazing experience. The country is rich in history and culture, and there is so much to see and do. However, as with any country, there are certain customs and etiquette that should be followed. Here is a list of 14 things travelers should never do in Japan. 1. Don't talk loudly on public transport. When in public, generally, most people prefer to use their cell phones discreetly, keeping phone conversations brief and as quiet as possible. When traveling on public transportation, many individuals text, listen to music, watch films, but phone calls remain quite rare. If you must use your phone in public, find a quiet spot with few people around. 2. Don't misuse chopsticks. Believe it or not, there is a chopstick etiquette in Japan. It's an amazing feat if you can use chopsticks with ease. However, making the following error will undoubtedly draw attention. Chopsticks should never be placed upright in a dish of rice, as this resembles a funeral rite. Always use the chopstick holder next to your plate if you need to set them down. It's also considered bad manners to point at people or things with chopsticks. 3. Don't leave tips. Leaving tips is not customary in Japan. Japanese culture places a high value on civility and politeness, which extends to providing excellent customer service. Tipping or even just leaving change can be considered rude and even insulting. Some may believe you forgot your change and will pursue you to give it back. 4. Never wear shoes indoors. Some people might find it shocking, but in Japan, you should never, ever wear shoes indoors. For hygienic reasons, shoes must be removed. Traditionally, the Japanese ate their meals on tatami mats instead of chairs and slept on tatami floors using futons. As they are so close to the ground, it is not permissible to bring the shoes into the home, as they would leave the floor soiled. The no-shoe rule also extends to traditional ryokan hotels, and some public spaces like temples, shrines, schools and hospitals. No matter where you go, slippers will always be available from the host. 5. Never give or receive something with just one hand. In Japan, both hands are always used when giving and receiving things, followed up by a small bow or nod. This is seen as more polite and respectful. 6. Do not disregard queues. The Japanese are big on queuing in a single file for buses, trains, restaurants, etc. Platforms at train stations are frequently marked with floor markings to indicate where you should queue while waiting for the train. And when trains do arrive and the doors open, you must wait for passengers to disembark before boarding. Busy New Yorkers will find this a new phenomenon. 7. Never be late. Punctuality is highly regarded in Japan. It's thought to be extremely disrespectful to be late, especially in professional settings. Even in non-business settings, such as appointments with hairdressers or doctors, it is typical for people to arrive 5 to 10 minutes early. When meeting up with friends in a casual setting, being a few minutes late is generally okay as long as you let them know in advance, but many individuals arrive on time or 5 to 10 minutes early. 8. Avoid eating while walking in public. In Japan, eating while walking is called tabaruki and it's considered rude. Concerns with eating while walking extend beyond the possibility of spillage and messes. Many Japanese believe that it is impolite to walk or engage in other physical activity while eating, as it demonstrates a lack of appreciation for one's food. For some, this belief can be traced back to World War II, when food was limited and something to be treasured rather than treated lightly. 9. Do not sneeze in front of others. Blowing your nose, spitting, and other mucus-producing physical expressions in public are considered to be very uncouth in Japanese culture. If you need to sneeze or tend to a running nose, step away to a secluded area or go to the restroom. 10. Do not explicitly point. In Japan, pointing directly at something is considered rude. Instead, the Japanese use their hand to gently wave to direct their attention to something rather than point their finger. 11. Avoid littering. Littering in Japan is prohibited. Garbage cans are scarce in Japanese cities as a result of the 1995 sarin gas attacks, in which terrorists hid their equipment in trash cans. As part of anti-terrorist measures, most trash cans were removed throughout cities. Visitors should bring their trash back to their hotel or dispose of it in trash cans located near convenience stores or train stations. Don't forget to properly separate your trash into categories such as plastics, papers, cans, and other waste. 12. Never pour your own drink. When socializing with friends or colleagues, refill each person's glass once they're empty but not your own. After you've finished serving your companions, they will do the same for you. This act is known as shakusuru or kumu. In Japanese culture, pouring for others rather than immediately for yourself is an act of politeness. 13. Don't wear swimwear in an onsen. Onsen, hot springs, are public bathhouses where you can bathe in geothermally heated water and cleanse your body. This activity is popular in Japan, and you should follow the rules if you wish to enjoy it as well. Onsens are separated by gender, and no one wears swimwear. This is very normal. Before entering an onsen, it is essential to cleanse your body. Not doing so would be impolite to other bathers. 14. Never mix soy sauce with rice. Don't pour soy sauce directly onto rice. When it comes to the texture and delicate flavors of the grain, the Japanese take an absurd amount of pride in their rice. It is essentially believed that adding soy sauce to it will ruin its attractiveness. Always pour soy sauce into the small dish that is provided. Then use your chopsticks to dip the sushi or sashimi in the sauce. Following these simple tips will help ensure that you have a pleasant and enjoyable trip while also preventing any unintentional cultural mishaps.